Hello, guys. Now we're going to discuss some of the tricky issues involving subject-verb agreements. A subject and a verb and a complete verb are the basic constituents of a sentence. So there is no sentence with a subject and a complete verb. What we mean by complete verb is a verb with a tense and a verb with a meaning. Now, for example, if we discuss a sentence like I traveling to the moon. I traveling to the moon. This is not a complete sentence. Obviously, it has a subject, I, but it doesn't have a verb, traveling, because it's not specific if the speaker is saying that he or she is traveling to the moon right now. He or she will be traveling to the moon in the future. He or she will be traveling to the moon, or was traveling to the moon, or has been traveling to the moon. So traveling is a neutral word. Because it is a neutral word, it doesn't indicate a specific tense, it's not a verb. Now, let's talk to the subject-verb agreement. To make a comprehensive, complete sentence, this sentence should have a subject and a verb. Now, the first problem is if we have a prepositional phrase. What a prepositional phrase is? It is a phrase that starts with a preposition. In the moon, over the top, beside the garden. Okay, let's see this sentence. The arrangement of those colorful pictures make a vivid, exciting combination. We are tempted to guess that the noun could be the arrangement or the noun could be pictures. I mean the subject. As obviously we can see that the arrangement makes a vivid, exciting combination because of these colorful pictures is a portion that you can eliminate, and you can see that the sentence is grammatical. The arrangement makes a vivid, exciting combination. So I would say that the arrangement makes a complete sentence because I have a verb, makes, and it follows the subject is the arrangement. What the rule here is, you have a prepositional phrase. The prepositional phrase is of those colorful pictures. Of those colorful pictures. This is a prepositional phrase. And whenever you see a preposition like the word of, in, at, and so on, okay, please try to eliminate the preposition with the portion that follows it. Same thing goes with one of those big gray seagulls. Of one of those big gray seagulls. The subject is, obviously it is one, not seagulls. So the right answer is one of the seagulls, not all the seagulls. Of course, it has perched. Has perched on the roof. If a one has perched. So this is the first thing to deal with when talking about subject-verb agreement. Please eliminate the prepositional phrase. Moving to the next problem. Okay, you have predicate nominative differing in number from the subject. Fast-paced adventure movies. Fast-paced adventure movies. Of course, I can never say movies was. The right thing is you'd say the movies were always Jenny's choice. So here we can find lack of agreement. The lack of agreement is because of the number. Adventure movies is plural. The plural subject would require a verb that doesn't have that singular s. Okay, so please pay special attention to the the agreement between the subject and the verb. The subject singular, the verb is singular. The subject plural, the verb is plural. Moving to the third problem. On the sun deck, there was several chairs and a table. Clearly, we have some portions that we have to pay attention to on the sun deck. As we said before, I have a preposition here. So it would eliminate the next portion on the sun deck. So please, you should behave as if it didn't exist. Now, let's move to something else with here and there, now, all kinds of adverbs of time or adverbs of place. Please, you can see here a flipped subject. Flipped subject is the subject that comes after the verb, not before it. Here you can see several chairs and a table. Clearly it is plural. Several chairs and a table. Clearly the chairs and the table, not was, were. Okay, so the sentence would read, several chairs and a table were there on the sun deck. So if you can read it from right to left, you can see that the sentence is grammatical. Several chairs and a table were on the sun deck, were there on the sun deck. Same thing here, we can find with the rain clouds and the heavy slanting rain. Of course, they come. Rain clouds, plural, plus heavy slanting rain, come. This is plural. Okay, again, with here and there and now, you can find that these are things that you should pay attention to because they make a flipped sentence. Flipped sentence is a sentence with a flipped subject. The subject comes after the verb, not before it. So move to the next problem. The collective nouns. Collective nouns are nouns that can be treated as plural or as singular according to the context. For example, the team. You are tempted to think that the team is singular because team is singular and you have the plural form teams. From another perspective, you can see that the word team is a noun that includes or involves a group of people working together. So I can say the team are. Same thing goes with the team, the family, the school, the crowd, the audience, the army, the police. All these are called collective nouns because, as I told you, that you can see them as singular and you can see them as plural, and you can never be sure whether they are singular or plural if you don't pay attention to the structure of the sentence or the situation. Let me give you some trick. If that number of people have to work together as one unit, as one bulk, you can treat them as singular. For example, a team playing a game, a team is, for football, for example, there are 11 players, plus a coach, plus trainer, plus a doctor, plus an administration executive, and so on. All these are working together in the same match. They lose together, they win together, and nobody would say that they lost, but I'm not a loser. All of them during the game are either winners or losers, regardless of the fact that some of the players haven't played at all, for example, in the game. So I would say the team has lost the game because that team has to work as one unit. they will have to be together. Considering another situation, when there is an interview on TV, for example, and you can see that that team are invited to participate in a festival or something like that, but it is not a football game. So I can take 5 or 6 or 7 or 8 representatives from the whole group, and still they are called the team. And you can say that the team are visiting the injured people in the hospital. Should we take all the team together? No. That's why we can say that here the word team is plural, and it is to be treated as plural because they don't have to go together. And some people can stay away from the action. Here, you can say that this is plural. Okay. Uh, Consider that example, for example, here. Margaret's company arrive tomorrow by bus and by train. Look at this. By bus and by train. So, do they have to be together? No. Some will come by bus, some will go by train, and it doesn't matter. They are free to take whatever means of transportation they want. So, I would treat them as plural because they don't behave as one unit. That's why I can say Margaret's company arrive. Okay, so again, as I told you, this goes with all collective nouns. Examples are audience, police, army, company, school, class, crowd, and so on. Moving to another thing. Look at this. A clear day and a light breeze brighten the afternoon, summer afternoon. A clear day, one clear day, a light breeze, one light breeze, 1 plus 1 equal 2. So I would say a clear day, it, a light breeze, it. The addition is giving us a plural thing, they. So I would say they brighten. A clear day and a light breeze brighten the summer afternoon. Again, this is a compound subject, and we have here, this is a countable noun. This is a countable noun because you have here the word a. A means 1. 1 plus 1, as I told you, is 2. Consider the other example of uncountable nouns. Here, look at this. Pop, corn, and pizza. Uncountable, uncountable. The addition is uncountable. Okay. Countable plus countable means plural. Uncountable plus uncountable means singular because it's uncountable. That's why I would say that pop and pizza is a common meal. Pop and pizza again is a common meal. حتى look at yourself when you're ordering a combo meal, for example. You order some frites, some okay, some frites. You order a pizza, you order burgers, you order a Coke, and the total is one meal because this is not countable. Okay, so again, look at the compound subject. The compound subject is two subjects, and look at them. If the elements of the compound are countable, it gives plural. The elements of the compound are uncountable, it gives singular. Consider some other issues. When we have compound subjects joined by or, nor, we follow subject number 2. Look at this. Neither Yuri nor Sarah like. Of course, here I pay attention to Sarah. Neither Yuri nor Sarah likes the menu. Again, with neither nor and either or, you follow the verb follows the second subject, not the first. We don't have that with examples like in addition to, as well as, together with, because you are dealing with the first subject. I can say that I, as well as my cousins, am happy. I, as well as my cousins, am happy. The basic sentence is I am happy. Together with my cousins, in addition to my cousins, besides my cousins, all this is non-essential. That's why it doesn't count as an element of the subject. Problem number 8, compound subject preceded by many a, every, each. Any every, any each, every day, every person, each summer, many a, all these are to be considered as singular. All these are to be considered as singular. That's why I can say many a brush and a tube paint was. Again, because many a is singular. Many a is different from many. Okay. Each brush was. Each person is. Every summer is. Okay. Now let's move to the coming issue. Here, Jamal's new sculpture. This is the first noun. In addition to his recent works, again, I will have to pay attention to the portion of in addition to. In addition to, besides, together with, along with, as well as. All these things make you pay attention to the first element, the first subject, not the second. And the verb would follow that portion. So I would say I have two words here. I have the word sculpture. I have the word works. So of course I will pay attention to the word sculpture because of in addition to. In addition to is somehow like the prepositional phrase that would make you eliminate the next portion. Next. We said this before, each of the trees along each, خلاص, it is has. Okay. Now let's consider some of the examples here. Alma and her brother Jose. Alma and her brother Jose, plural. So clearly it is have one because the subject is a plural one. Next. We only have 3 weeks. Say Elena. Say Elena. Okay. Of course, Elena is a singular word. So I will have to say said Elena because Elena is singular. I cannot say Elena have, Elena were, Elena say, no, because this is plural. And Elena is singular. Abdullah was, of course, because this is singular. Abdullah was. Next. Anyone. I don't have to read the full sentence. Anyone is like each. Any is like each. Anyone. So I would say anyone. So of course, understands. Last example. Everyone in the seminar believes. Again, you have the word everyone. Thank you guys, and see you for more videos. Thank you.